Vanakkam. Now, your master Dr. Adrian Suresh, and I am now with Dato Padma Shri Dato Ramli Ibrahim, where we are here actually to have a shout out of our program on the 21st of June 2021. In the program, the first time Chair Yoga for Unity. Chair Yoga is something that I came up with your Zumba program. இதில் நிறைய பேர் வராங்க இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமை நீங்கள் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் இந்த சேர் யோகா என்ன தான் சேர் யோகா கொடுக்குறோம், அதில் என்னென்ன பெனிஃபிட் இருக்குது, இதெல்லாம் நீங்கள் பார்க்கறதுக்கு on the 21st of June 2021 International Yoga Day. அதோட team Yoga for
Unity and Well-being.
Yes. And Dato, something on the program?
Yes, it's going to be held for 100 days.
Yes. And starting from today.
On Saturday and Sunday morning. Wow, it's a great way to get well, even for those who cannot do real asanas, to sit and sweat for them.
Exactly. That's what the whole thing is here for. Yoga for everyone means yoga for those who are also in the house, as our aunties and uncles, our appa and amma who are sitting in the house find difficult to do their body movement. So you just have to sit and sweat with the asanas that we have. And it's going to be on the 21st of June 2021 in conjunction with the International Yoga Day. So please join us and give us all your support.
Good evening. Salam Sejahtera, Vanakkam, Ni Hao. Welcome to Coffee Chat. I'm Roshanee, the brand ambassador and host for this program. This program is proudly brought to you by Yozoom TV in conjunction with 100 Days Chair Yoga program. Chair Yoga is simply yoga on a chair, as the name suggests. The vision of one man, your master, Kalai Mamani, Dr. Adrian Suresh, is to bring chair yoga possible for everyone so that everyone can yoga now. The primary objective is to create awareness to the public the importance of yoga and proper breathing. The techniques are to boost the immune system and mental well-being of the public. Today is the 69th day since we started our Chair Yoga program. And we are proud to announce that Yozoom TV is selected as the official wellness partner with Malaysia Carnival 2021. To all viewers who are watching from Malaysia Carnival Facebook page, we would like to say salam sejahtera semua, semoga anda semua berada dalam keadaan sehat. And today, our topic is Odyssey in Sutra Part 2. We have not one but two very artistic personas as our guest speaker today. And we also have viewers from India who are watching us, as our second guest speaker is an international guest from Chennai, India. And to our viewers from India, I would like to say Vanakkam, Namaskaram, and Namaste. And onward with the show today, Odyssey in Sutra. Our first guest speaker today is a beautiful, talented young lady who is a child prodigy of the iconic, celebrated dance master in Malaysia, Padma Sri Datuk Ramli Ibrahim. She grew up in dance and Odyssey with Sutra Foundation, and today she will continue with part 2 of Odyssey in Sutra. For those who have missed out on part 1, here's a recap of Gitika. Miss Gitika is the principal dancer of Sutra Foundation and artistic administrator. She is also the winner of many international awards such as Guru Deva Prasad Yuva Prativa Samam 2018 Youth Award by Tridhara and the Swayam Prakasha Nartaki 2019 Award by Saraslaya from Chennai. And today she's here with us for a live chat. So we will call upon Miss Gitika. Welcome to our show.
Hi, Roshanee.
Hi, Gitika.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good,
Namaskaram.
thank you. How are you?
Vanakkam to you. I'm great, thank you. So it's been a few weeks, I would say a month since we last spoke.
Yes.
So this is on with part 2 today. And I see there's a lot of exciting things in the pipeline, especially with the pandemic going around. And there's a lot of plans that we have in store. And today we're going to discuss about the plans that is in store for the public. And you're the best person to talk to us about what is happening behind the scenes with Sutra Foundation. Firstly, I noticed that there's a lot of connection with India, motherland India. So could you please tell us about the close connection and the bilateral relation between India and Malaysia in regards to Sutra Foundation?
Sure. Thank you so much, Roshanee, for having me on board and welcoming me. First of all, to speak about with the Indian Independence Day around the corner, Sutra had actually come out with a video speaking about the India-Malaysia cultural link from Sutra's perspective. This was in collaboration with the High Commission of India and the Malaysia-India Heritage Group. You can find this really interesting video on Sutra Foundation's social media platforms, Facebook to be exact, to speak about the connection between India and Malaysia in regards to Sutra. So first of all, I definitely have to mention that Sutra and Master Ramli has always maintained a very good connection with the High Commission of India to Malaysia, the High Commissioners, the Indian Cultural Center, Malaysia India Heritage Group, and so on. So we've received maximum support from mainly the Indian HICOM and the ICCR with most of our productions and tours. One of the most memorable would be our tour to the US, where we had performed at the Carnegie Hall, New York in 2008 for the India Dance Festival that we had. So that was a very good performance, a very good tour and experience, especially because Sutra from Malaysia was invited to New York to perform, to represent Odissi from India. So that was one of the most interesting and most memorable tours that were supported by the Indian High Comm that I have to mention here. Besides that, we've also done multiple tours to India, one of which was a 6 week tour to India where we covered places like Chandigarh, New Delhi, Guwahati, Imphal, Manipur, with the production called Spellbound. And most recently, we also did the Kumbh Mela Festival at Prayagraj. This was in 2019, just before the pandemic took place. So this was a very, very good, a very interesting festival that Sutra had the privilege to perform in. And thanks to the Indian High Comm and the ICCR for their support. Besides that, ever since Master Ramli went on to India to learn Bharatanatyam from Guru Arya Lakshman in Chennai and Odissi from Guru Deva Prasad Das in Bhubaneswar, he has ensured to maintain a very good, strong relationship and build a very good network in India over the many years that he has been doing this. And with that, as you know, he had received the Padma Shri Award and the Sangeet Natak Academy Award from the Government of India for his achievements and his contribution to Indian arts, being the first to bring Odissi to Malaysia and to build Odissi into something that people are aware of in India, in Malaysia, and to also bring Odissi to India is like bringing curry to India, right? So besides that, over the years, as I said, he ensured to maintain a good network, a good relationship. In that sense, we've maintained a very good relationship with many dance gurus, many dancers, scholars, critics, visual artists, photographers. And not only have we maintained a good relationship, we also have collaborated. They invite us to go over to perform, we invite them. Um, One of the important factors that I have to mention here would be the Stirring Odissi Festival in 2008 that Sutra Foundation had organized. It was a 1 month long Odissi festival, which had 3 segments in it. It wasn't just Odissi. We had Odissi dance, of course. The other one was visual arts. So we had exhibitions going on Odissi, Odissi related artworks, photographs. We had a seminar where dance critics, scholars, they had a panel of discussion. So all of these were going on in 1 month. And in this month, we managed to invite many dancers from all over the world, let it be UK, Singapore, Malaysia, of course. We had India, from all over India, and that was a very important festival that Sutra had organized, and that took Sutra a step forward in terms of the cultural connection between India and Malaysia. Now, besides that, we also always commission new works, new original works. We work very closely with gurus from India. Of course, we have Guru Gajendra Kumar Panda, who is Master's Guru Bhai of the Deva Prasad Das Parampara, and Guru Durgashan Ranbir, whom we had learned and commissioned many new works from. And besides them, we've also done a lot of collaboration with gurus from the Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra Parampara, one of which would be the Odissi on High production, where Sutra had collaborated with Guru Vichitrananda Swine and the Rudraksha Foundation, the Dancers of Rudraksha Foundation. So we had done that in 2018 and 2019, following which we had a 7-city India tour. So that was, for the Sutra dancers, it was a very important relationship because we not only learned or performed with them, but we created a very strong bond among each other. So Sutra dancers learned items from the Rudraksha dancers, and the Rudraksha dancers learned from the Sutra dancers. So that was a very important cross-cultural link, I would say. Now, besides that, we've also worked with many gurus like Guru Mira Das, Guru Parvati Datta, most recently for our Triple Frontiers production, which was just this April, just before the lockdown. So in that, we worked with the 3 female gurus, Guru Mira Das, Guru Parvati Datta, and Guru Sujata Mishra, where we had personally learned a few items from them, and we showcased them in Triple Frontiers. Besides dancers or dance gurus, there's also the aspect of visual arts that Master Ramli has given a lot of importance to. So here at the Sutra Gallery, we have held many exhibitions, many art exhibitions of artists from India, let it be visual arts or photography for that matter, one of which is Pratap, whom we'll be seeing shortly. We've exhibited many of his photography exhibition. We have worked with many visual artists like Dr. Dinanath Pati, who's also a scholar, with Jatin Das and Kishore Sahu and many more. So many more people that we've had the privilege to bring them down to Malaysia and exhibit their works and let all the people here see their works. So in that sense, Sutra and Master, we don't only look at dance, but we look at arts on the whole. I will have to say that one of our former Indian High Commissioners, Sri Vijay Gokhale, had mentioned that Sutra is considered to be the cultural ambassador for India and Malaysia, with Master bringing in Odissi and Bharatanatyam and visual arts and everything together in this one center called Sutra Foundation. We've toured, we've performed in nearly 50 cities around India over the years, and I think Master has managed to have a very firm stand or ground in India where Ramli Ibrahim Sutra Foundation is concerned. Let it be the connection with the previous generation or the current generation of dancers, gurus, scholars, artists. So we're hoping that from here on, we as the dancers of Sutra are able to carry forward and maintain this relationship with not just what we have now, but also the future generation of dancers and artists, so that we're able to expand and keep the cultural connection going. We've done, as I mentioned earlier, a very interesting video on the India-Malaysia cultural link, which I think you will be showing a short segment of it.
That's right.
Shortly.
Yes, shortly we'll be playing the video. So ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Geetika just summed up the entire link of cross-culture between Malaysia and India, multi-cultured and with a very rich heritage. Both countries have displayed it, and it's really very nice to hear that from Malaysia, Sutra Foundation is actually representing Malaysia in terms of this, in exchange of arts through dance. And shortly, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to play a video of this cross-link culture between India and Malaysia.
When I performed in New York City with the Sydney Dance Company in 1979, I was lucky to meet pioneer Odissi danseuse, the late Indrani Rahman, who advised me to go to Guru Deva Prasad Das to deepen my knowledge of Odissi. Upon Debuji's early demise in 1986, I continued with Deva Prasad's star disciple, Gajendra Panda, whom I later cultivated a strong, continuing bond and collaboration. For over 3 decades, Sutra commissioned many new original works with Gajendra and premiered them back in Odisha to great success. It was akin to bringing curry to Madras. Sutra Foundation's extensive national and international performances further promoted the Deva Prasad's parampara, which was previously not that well known. The success of these performances helped make this less visible Odissi school known outside Odisha. I was fortunate to continue further my insight into Odissi upon establishing connection with the late Dr. Dinanath Pati, a scholar, visual artist, educationist who had a comprehensive knowledge of the evolution of the contemporary Odissi as a reconstructed Indian classical dance system. Odisha hailed Dr. Dinanath Pati as her Renaissance man, and his influence on Odisha's artistic and educational landscape was considerable. Sutra's grasp on Odissi further expanded as Sutra continued to foster ties with other talented gurus and choreographers of Odissi throughout India. Dancers and dance gurus were invited to perform at Sutra as the institution collaborated and commissioned many new works and organized performances, which in turn further enrich the Malaysia-India dance cultural exchanges and link.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw is a beautiful presentation of the cross-cultural link between Malaysia and India, just as beautifully explained by Miss Geetika. And that was indeed very beautiful. And I have another announcement to make shortly before I go on to the next question for you, Miss Geetika. To the audience who are watching, Sutra Foundation and Anti-Aging Yoga and Wellness Malaysia is proudly presenting Dance Yoga to the public, which is the first of its kind in Malaysia, with a combination of posture to dance by Dato Ramli Ibrahim and alignment through yoga by your master Dr. Kalaimamani Adrian Suresh. And this is going to be held very soon. And further to that, this upcoming yoga retreat program between Anti-Aging Yoga and Wellness Malaysia and Sutra Foundation will be explained by Ms. Geetika.
Thanks, Roshanee. So as you mentioned, this yoga dance retreat program is going to be a one-day event. It will be an introduction program on basic yoga and dance, Odissi to be exact, which will be a collaboration between the Anti-Aging Yoga Wellness Malaysia with Your Master Dr. Adrian Suresh and Sutra Foundation with Dato Ramli Ibrahim. So we were initially supposed to have this dance yoga retreat session in August this month, but due to the pandemic and the lockdown, we have to unfortunately wait for a bit more till the government gives us the green light to carry on and run this program. So a few details about the retreat program. It will be held at the Sutra House in Titiwangsa. It will start at 8 a.m. It will be a 3-hour session. In this session, we will start with sound yoga, where we will be taught a bit of meditation and relaxation, breathing exercises, and very light yoga asanas for stretching. And this will be as a warm-up, which will then go into dance, Odissi exercises by Dato Ramli Ibrahim. So in this 3-hour program, it will be a combination of yoga and dance. There will be refreshments served. For those who attend, you will get the basic insight, the basic introduction to yoga and how to start your day with light breathing exercises for a refreshing day. And you'll also get an insight of the basic Odissi postures, the basic Odissi exercises and steppings, which will then, this will be a preview and introduction session, which will then go on into a collaboration between the Anti-Aging Yoga and Sutra Foundation, where we are hoping to run dance yoga classes in the future. So if you attend this retreat session, it would be definitely a plus point if you would like to actually enroll yourself into the dance yoga classes in the future. For further details, we will definitely announce the details, the date, and how to enroll on both the Anti-Aging Yoga Wellness and Sutra Foundation's social media platforms. So stay tuned, look out for details on our social media platforms, and as soon as it's out, get yourself enrolled.
That sounds really, really very interesting. I'm sure many are already excited by just listening to this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a long time plan between Anti-Aging Yoga and Wellness Malaysia and Sutra Foundation. During the pandemic, everybody is confined to their own homes and people are just waiting for the studios to open and to get back to the normal life, like flying and traveling and, going around and having back your freedom. But at this very moment, while everybody is confined at home, they are also planning on what they could do once the pandemic and the MCO is lifted. So we are also busy ensuring that dance and yoga gets to the public, because during this pandemic is when chair yoga was actually created, and your master, Dr. Kalai Mamini, Dr. Adrian Suresh started his chair yoga, which is a 100-day program. And today being the 69th day, we are proud to say that we have actually touched many lives through yoga, and now we are going to combine with dance as well, as we call it Alignment Through Yoga by Dr. Adrian Suresh and Posture Through Dance by Datuk Ramli Ibrahim. So it's indeed going to be something that is going to be really well worth waiting. But as Gitika mentioned, the date will be announced as soon as this MCO is lifted and every one of us can happily go back to planning and living our lives again. But nevertheless, please look out for the date to be announced on our Facebook page and also through Sutra Foundation. Thank you very much for the insight into the upcoming plans, Ms. Gitika. And you're most welcome. We have come to the coffee break time, commercial break we call it, and we shall be back shortly after the commercial break. And I will be introducing another very famous persona from Chennai, India. So stay tuned, everyone, after the break.
Hi, Vanakkam. Now, your master Dr. Adrian Suresh, and I am now with Datuk Padma Shri Datuk Ramli Ibrahim. We are here actually to have a shout out of our program on the 21st of June 2021. In the program the first time chair yoga for unity. Chair yoga is something that I came up with Yo Zumba program. இதில் நிறைய பேர் வராங்க இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமை நீங்கள் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் இந்த சேர் யோகா என்ன தான் சேர் யோகா கொடுக்குறோம் அதில் என்னென்ன பெனிஃபிட் இருக்குது இதெல்லாம் நீங்கள் பார்க்கறதுக்கு on the 21st of June 2021 இன்டர்நேஷனல் யோகா டே அதோட தீம் Yoga for
unity and well-being.
Yes. And Dato, something on the program?
Yes, it's going to be held for 100 days.
Yes.
And
from today, starting from today.
On Saturday and Sunday morning. Well, it's a great way to get well, even for those who cannot do real asanas, to sit and sweat for them.
Exactly. That's what the whole thing is here for. Yoga for everyone means yoga for those who are also in the house, as our aunties and uncles, our appa and amma who are sitting in the house find difficult to do their body movement. So you just have to sit and sweat with the asanas that we have. And it's going to be on the 21st of June 2021 in conjunction with the International Yoga Day. So please join us and give us all your support.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Coffee Chat with me. I'm Roshanee, your host for this program. And with me today, I have Miss Geetika from Sutra Foundation, Principal Dancer. And our second guest for this evening is a very renowned and well known photographer from Chennai, India. Mr. A. Pratap is a special photographer with the Times of India, Chennai. He has spent more than 15 years behind the camera, freezing images of national and international events, personalities and performers, and documenting life for posterity in all its myriad situations. Though it began as a hobby and later became his profession, photography developed for Pratap in a natural progression to become a love as he deepened his aesthetic appreciation and knowledge. Pratap has an intense passion to learn new things from situations and people. He brings the same passion and curiosity while covering a wide range of subjects. Mr. Pratap started his career in 2004 with News Today, an evening daily in Chennai, and subsequently joined the Times of India after it began its Chennai edition in 2008. He was involved in directing a short film documentary that was screened at Bridging Cultures, a documentary film festival organized by Brooklyn College City University, New York. He has been documenting Kattai Kuttu, the folk theatre of Tamil Nadu, since 2012, and since 2008 he is also documenting Padma Shri Dato' Ramli Ibrahim, Chairman Sutra Foundation, Kuala Lumpur. Dato' Ramli Ibrahim was acknowledged as a living heritage by the government of Malaysia, and the United Nations declared him to be a UNESCO living treasure. He is also a recipient of the Sangeet Natak Academy Award. Pratap works were exhibited during the Vision of Odyssey at Forum Art Gallery, Chennai in 2012. He joined in dance photography exhibition at Sutra Gallery, Kuala Lumpur in 2013. Between Creations Foyer exhibition at the Kuala Lumpur Performing Arts Centre and Sutra Gallery, Kuala Lumpur in 2014. Transforming Lives, Transforming Culture photography exhibition at Kattai Kuttu at Cafe Amethyst, Chennai, and Grand by GRT Hotel, Chennai 2015. Padma, an exhibition showcasing the artwork of select painters. Those were some of the extraordinary work of Mr. Pratap, the celebrated photographer from Times of India. And I believe he's not ready yet because he's got some network problem that is going on since he's connecting direct from his homeland in India. However, we will go on with the show right now, and we will invite Miss Geetika back to the show.
Hi, Roshanee.
Welcome back, Miss Geetika. Apparently, Mr. Pratap has got some internet connectivity problem. So while waiting for him, we will go on with the show because the show must go on. All right, Ms. Geetika, you gave a very beautiful explanation about everything that is going on in the pipeline and all. But there is another very iconic event that is waiting to be celebrated soon. And this is in regards to the Kumbh Mela book. We would like to know more about this Kumbh Mela book from yourself. Could you give us more insight into the what this book is all about?
Definitely. So pretty much, as I mentioned before, this was a tour that Sutra had done which was supported by the High Commission of India and the ICCR, we were privileged to perform for the Kumbh Mela Festival in 2019 at Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. So this tour was just prior to the pandemic, just before it all started. We were thankful enough to have a 17-member group, which had 3 technicians, an administrator, and 12 dancers, including Masuramli. We were invited to go to the Kumbh Mela Festival and perform along with 12,000 other artists from all around the world. So for this particular show, the theme they had given us was either Ram Leela or Krishna Leela. So Sutra had chosen to perform on the theme of Krishna Leela. We had done a production before in 2014 in Malaysia. It premiered in Kuala Lumpur called Krishna Love Reinvented. So we had taken this production and gone to the Kumbh Mela Festival. We named it Krishna Leela, and it was a success. So it was by far one of the most memorable tours for us in Sutra. We had some of our Sutra dance outreach program kids also join the trip. So to go to one of the greatest festivals, the Kumbh Mela is one of the greatest festivals in India, and to have almost 175 million people around participating in it, 12,000 artists participating in it, it was a big deal. And besides performance, we also had the privilege of experiencing the ritual of dipping in the sacred waters. So here it was the Triveni Sangam, the conjoining of the rivers Ganga, Saraswati, and Yamuna. So we were privileged enough to experience going into the waters, taking the dip, and coming out. And besides that, the whole experience of walking there, it was really cold. It was really cold. Walking over early in the morning, taking the dip, and then when we had to change, there were no dressing rooms, changing rooms available around. So we got the boys on our trip to hold the saris around the girls, and we changed between, and all of that. It was a very, very it was very memorable. It was a very good experience for everybody, especially the kids. So this Kumbh Mela coffee table book, this publication is pretty much the experience of Sutra Foundation at the Kumbh Mela Prayagraj 2019. So what you'll see in this book is it's a pictorial book, so you'll see many photos of the journey of how it started till where it's ended. So you'll see many segments on what the Kumbh Mela is, on Sutra's participation in the rituals, Sutra's performance at the Kumbh Mela festival, and besides that, Master Ramli was also invited for the second time to join the Pravasi with Narendra Modi ji and a lot of other delegates. So he had gone to the Kumbh Mela Prayagraj twice that year. So all of that is documented in this book, and we are just waiting to publish it. It was supposed to be published long ago, but due to unfortunate events, it has been postponed, and now it is back on track, and we will be publishing it really soon. So in that, if you see, we will also have photographs of A. Pratap from the production Krishna Love Reinvented. Many beautiful photographs of Pratap's are featured in the book, not just of the production, but also of Master Ramli at the river Ganga, and many more. There are many more beautiful photos in this book of Pratap's. So we're just waiting to launch the book in the near future.
We are very looking forward to the launch of this book. In fact, Kritika, on the 100th day celebration of Chair Yoga, which is coming soon, Anti-Aging Yoga and Wellness Malaysia is planning to promote this Kumbh Mela book at our launch. But the date will be advised since it's still the MCO is still going on and lockdown is in effect. So we will announce it to the public as soon as we get the green light to go ahead with our event. So that's something that's really phenomenal that we are all looking forward to. And most importantly is every one of us are, we all have some kind of memory that is linked to India. And when you explained to us very beautifully the experience that you had during Kumbh Mela, you literally took us with you to whatever what's going on with the participating in that ceremony. And it is a very very largely celebrated event in India. And
Yes.
we in Malaysia, we are very privileged due to the technology. We are privileged to watch this live from Malaysia and around the world. So that is something that is
Mm-hmm.
totally iconic, an iconic celebration, Kumbh Mela. Really, really looking forward to
Definitely.
it. Yes. And shortly, I think Mr. Pratap is already in the studio. Let me just check on that. Yes, Mr. Pratap has settled his internet problem. So we will welcome him into the set. Mr. Pratap from India, Chennai, India. I suppose he's not ready yet. Okay, never mind. Whatever it is, I'm sure you have many memories with Mr. Pratap yourself, being the principal dancer from Sutra Foundation, and you go back a long way with Mr. Pratap and his photographic experience. So while waiting for him, can you just tell us a little bit about your link with Mr. Pratap's photography?
Sure, sure. Pratap is actually a very good friend of Master Ramli of Sutra and, of course, of all of us. He's always been a comfortable person to work with, to be with in general. So he has done many projects with us. He has photographed our productions. He's always just looking for an excuse to run to Malaysia. Even now, he's just waiting for the borders to open to fly down to Malaysia. And we actually have a few projects with him that is pending, which was supposed to be done last year, but due to the pandemic, everything's just on hold. So Pratap, he has photographed many of our productions. He has toured with us. He has done many exhibitions in Sutra at the Sutra and Kamaria Gallery. For me, one of the most memorable events with Pratap would be the Sacred Hills exhibition, where he had photographed Master Ramli and myself at the Lalit Giri, Ratnagiri, and Udayagiri, the diamond triangle of Odisha. So that was a very good trip because that was when we had gone. I had received my youth award from Bhubaneswar, and Master and myself had performed for the Pandit Gopal Chandrapanda festival, where Master was given an award as well. So from there, Pratap took the opportunity to get us to the mountains, the hills, the sacred hills, and to photograph us there as his third series of Dato Ramli, because prior to that, he had already done two series with Dato Ramli, which is Ramli in Konarak and the Cave of the Hearts, which was done in Konarak and Maharashtra, the Ellora Caves at Maharashtra, respectively. So this particular trip was very, it was a memorable one. It's something that is close to my heart. We had recce'd the place. We spent a few days just traveling and getting ready, preparing, doing the shoot, walking quite a distance, and it was a very good experience for me. So that was just myself, Dato Ramli, and Pratap in the scene. So we had managed to bond quite a bit. And so beyond the professional relationship, there's a very good friendship between Pratap and most of the dancers in Sutra. So we're hoping, I'm pretty sure we're going to be working more together, and we're just hoping for the borders to be lifted for him to come down and carry on with the projects that are on hold.
Yes, I was actually looking at some of Mr. Pratap's work with Sutra Foundation, and I was so mesmerized with his absolutely beautiful shots of yourself and Dato' Ramli Ibrahim. He captured all of your expressions so beautifully. It looked as though, you
You
know,
were
they were
amazing.
so lifelike. His view of the world captured through his lens makes everything look crystal clear and so fantastic. And I just received a message here that Mr. Pratap will not be able to make it for this interview, unfortunately. We do
Oh,
apologize to our audience who are watching. This is due to the network connectivity, which is a problem right now. The network is not so good. As you can see, even in Kuala Lumpur, it's already quite cloudy and it's about to rain. So
mhm.
it's the usual technical problems that we normally have with even among local guests, local artists, you know, when we interview them, because everyone is from their own homes and everybody is using different network connection. And so this is actually part of the new norm, I would say.
Yes.
So it's okay, no problem at all. He can't make it. I'm sure there will be another day that we will be able to have a chat with him. Anyway, we should go on with the show nevertheless. There are some really beautiful photographic captures of Mr. Pratap that is waiting to be displayed and shown to the audience. I'm sure the audience are also, you know, very excited to see Mr. Pratap's work. Although Mr. Pratap is not here with us right now, but nevertheless, his work, his beautiful artistic work, is going to represent him right now. So, Mr. Pratap, thank you so much for your cooperation. You tried, but we shall meet up with you soon, I'm sure, in another coffee chat. So we will just carry on with the show, and we are just going to play all the uh, all the photographs that we have of Mr. Pratap's captures through his lens. And shortly, the technical team will take over with the videos of collection of Mr. Pratap's work. I shall be back shortly. Let's take a walk into the gallery of Mr. Pratap's photos. Welcome back, and that was the beautiful work of Mr. Pratap from Times of India. Miss Gitika,
Yes.
that was awesome, right?
Those are the photos from Sacred Hills exhibition that we had, which I just spoke to you about.
Excellent. Okay, Mr. Pratap is he's just conveyed his apologies. He just tried to call me online, and I told him it's okay. We do understand. However, you are here representing both Sutra Foundation and Mr. Pratap himself. So I'm sure there'll be another opportunity for us to have a chat with him. Nevertheless, we thank you so very much for being here, Ms. Gitika. And while on the subject of dance and yoga, I'd just like to inform our audience here that we are on a iconic road and we are almost reaching our mission, because the vision of your master, Dr. Kalai Mamini Adrian Suresh, has always been to bring chair yoga to the public. And it has been made possible since 1st of June 2021. We started with our 100-day chair yoga program, and today being the 69th day, I'm proud to say that it's quite successful, and we have a balance of 31 days to go. And please do join us, to all our viewers, every morning from 8:30 to 10 o'clock. We are there with our sound yoga followed by chair yoga and our Yozum fitness. So the primary objective, as I mentioned earlier, is to bring wellness to the public through chair yoga, so that now everyone can yoga, just like everyone can dance through Sutra Foundation, right? And also, the very most important announcement that I would say is that the vision of your master, Dr. Adrian, to bring chair yoga into the schools for students is now becoming a beautiful reality, not just for the students, also for the teachers. So on the 10th of August, your master, Dr. Adrian Suresh, is presenting Anti-Aging Yoga and Wellness Malaysia, and we have 10 participating schools together with their students and the teachers who are going to be in a Zoom class with him for his chair yoga program, because teachers and students are all confined to home classes and everybody is feeling the stress. So this is going to be a wonderful opportunity for these students to learn how to de-stress themselves through chair yoga, because while being on a chair, they can actually learn to ease their burden, especially the stress on the shoulder. And thankfully, this program is well received in Malaysia, and we hope we can bring it to other countries as well soon. And yourself, you're also a yoga practitioner, Ms. Gitika. We saw some of your beautiful movements. You're one of in our previous part one interview. Very nicely done, and I really liked your Surya Namaskar dance. It was just so beautiful. Yeah, would you
Thank
like to say anything to our audience in regards to yoga as well?
Yes, actually, this initiative of your master, Dr. Adrian Suresh, is a very good one to introduce chair yoga to people. So even those who aren't able or aren't physically fit to attempt the yoga asanas, for those who don't have the space to practice yoga, or for those who are busy with workload and whatnot. So this chair yoga is something that's very helpful. All it takes is one chair, yourself, and just a small space where you can actually practice a little bit of movements and stretching to keep your physical, to keep your body moving, to keep it active. So with this whole online fiesta here, where we're all seated on our chairs and constantly on the computer working from home or studying online. So this chair yoga is a very good initiative. It's something that I feel everybody should try, to keep yourself active, so that when the pandemic's over and you're able to go out and get back to your norm again, you wouldn't be left behind. You wouldn't be lagging, or you wouldn't feel the you wouldn't feel demotivated, or as if you have lagged behind. So do try out your master, Dr. Adrian Suresh's chair yoga, and hopefully you feel refreshed and rejuvenated, and you're able to go on with your day-to-day life.
Thank you, Ms. Gitika. That was so beautifully put. Thank you so much. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. So dance and yoga does go together. So the most important thing for you right now is to make sure that you are very connected to exercise. Let it be yoga, let it be dance, or anything else that you like. Please embrace it. Please make it a part of your life, because the moment you are active, and when you sweat, you let all the bad toxins out of your body, and your mind is also rejuvenated. Not only that, you're also mentally fit through exercise. So we have been advocating this from day one about the importance of yoga, because yoga also calms your mind through meditation. So you have to have the master to show you to the right path. Now, not all of us are lucky, but you have to be ready to embrace it. So when the student is ready, the master appears. Likewise, that's what happened in Miss Gitika's life. She's been in dance since a very young age, and dance is in her blood veins. And as she went along with life, she was fortunate to meet her paths crossed, Padma Shri Dato Ramli Ibrahim's, and she became the child prodigy, and she grew with Sutra Foundation, and thus began her career and her life. A journey started with Odyssey. So just like how Odyssey is from India and it was brought into Malaysia by Padma Shri Dato Ramli Ibrahim, likewise yoga is also from India, but your master Dr. Adrian Suresh tweaked it a little bit, added his own flavor, and he created chair yoga so that now everyone can yoga. So I thank everybody who's been tuning in every day without fail to our morning shows. That is our chair yoga and our sound yoga and our Yozum Fitness. Do join us again tomorrow again. And we would like to thank Ms. Gitika on behalf of Anti-Aging Yoga and Wellness Malaysia for making the time to be here with us today. And we do apologize for the unavailability of our second guest speaker, and I'm sure everyone understands the present condition with the network problems, and nevertheless we will endeavor to bring him again on our next chat show. So Ms. Gitika, before we leave, thank you so much, and finally, do you have anything else to say before we conclude this program?
I'd like to thank yourself, Roshanee, and Dr. Adrian Suresh for having me on board. Thank you so much.
It has been our pleasure, Ms. Gitika, and we wish you all the best, and looking forward to our collaboration with Sutra Foundation for the upcoming Kumbh Mela and also the outreach program, the Dance and Yoga Retreat. To the viewers who are watching, please stay tuned for more information, and in the meantime, please do follow our YouTube, Yozum TV YouTube, and please follow Anti-Aging Yoga and Wellness Facebook page for more information. This is me, Roshanee, the host for Coffee Chat, and I will see you again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and take care.
Well, hey, I'm Adrian. I'm an international yoga instructor, and I have something to share with y'all. And most of you should be very happy that today I'm actually coming out live to speak about the problem that I was going through when I was a teenager. And this problem, many of us are having it, that is asthma. When I was 19 years old, I was working as a bartender, and I was actually a secondary smoker. I do not smoke and I don't drink. And what happened? I had asthma. And I was suffering for almost 15 over years. And then I managed to recover it because I went for a transformation program, and from there I realized that asthma is not a sickness or a disease. It is a psychosomatic illness. So I have three main important things that I would like to share to y'all that you might look into whether you are also having this type of problem. Well, one is a proper breathing. Actually, all diseases can be cured if you know how to do the right breathing, which is pranayama, and exercise. In yoga we call it asanas. There's a lot of asanas that you can do in order for you to recover from all type of diseases. Those who have sciatica nerve problem, spondylosis, swine people are facing, that they can recover it. And the most important thing is now mind, body, soul is relaxation. How do you relax? Very simple. All you do is take a deep breath and relax. When you relax, your mind get relaxed, your body relax, so relaxed. And this, you can do it through the yoga practice. Well, do you want to know more about how to recover and get out of all these problems? Please do PM me, and those who have PM me, I will definitely give you something for you. I'll give you a special free trial yoga where you can actually enjoy the best part of all of this. Thank you. Namaste.